Hey guys, so this week on Nostalgic Friday, I'm going to actually be talking about something different. Now, instead of talking about a random cartoon or whatever the heck, is good, I'm going to be talking about a book series that I liked from when I was growing up. Yep, that's right, I'm going to be talking about a little book series that I enjoyed as a kid. Now, what series do you think it could possibly be? Well, I'll just show ya. Besides, I got 2 books based off this right here, so yeah. So today, I'm talking about Fancy Nancy. Now, when I was younger, I had a lot of Fancy Nancy books, and all of them were given, were gifts from my grandmother when she visited me. Yeah, and, well, I did have a lot of these, but I don't know where the hell they are, so these are the only 2 that remain. Well, this is actually a copy from a book I already had, but I guess I ended up taking away, or I don't know, giving up. But I actually had this before, and well, this actually came with a random gift, when that was supposed to be a surprise for my mom and grandmother when they told me I was going to go to Paris back in the spring of 2020, which sadly never happened. We're still waiting for that to happen one day. Maybe I'll do a video about it at one point. Like this series is what inspired me to want to go to Paris one day, and someday I may get that chance. I mean, I still got some of the things there. So yeah, and this one, this one, I've had this for a long time, and you could probably tell how dirty it is and all that, so yeah, but I will say it's still pretty. I mean, it's still got some sparkles on it, so yeah. But yeah, why don't I tell you more about this? Now, the very first Fancy Nancy book I got was, of course, the very first book, where I guess, we got to know Nancy, who the heck she was, and, that she loved being fancy, and also, well, it taught me a few French words, which was nice. So yeah, I mean, I had it with me for a long time, but I sadly don't know where it is. But hey, that's okay. Although one memory I think I will never forget, from having the book was probably one time when one night my mom was reading it to me, and she told me, tomorrow at school we're going to have the author of the book come by, and would it be okay if I bring this with me and maybe I could have her sign it for you? And I'm like, sure. So yeah, so that basically happened, and the next day, that day when I came home from school, she handed me the book, and of course it was signed, and of course she got her to sign it, which was very cool, but again, sadly, I don't have the book with me. Wish I could show ya, but what the heck. Okay, now another thing I do want to talk about, well, is that I'm sure when you're watching this, you're like, Sumner, since you're talking about the book series, shouldn't you maybe talk about the TV show that's on Disney Junior? Okay, maybe I could. I mean, although, to be honest, I've never actually seen a single episode of it, I feel like I'm a little too old for Disney Junior and anything involving it. And I don't know how, and also since, I'm older now, I'm like, but what the heck? I mean, then again, I am someone who likes My Little Pony, but what the hell? But yeah, so yeah, in fact, here, I'll actually talk about how I found out about the show existing. Now, one day I was on Instagram, and I found this photo of a computer animated, Fancy Nancy. I'm like, hey, wait a second, is that Fancy Nancy? And it read, Disney Junior is planning to make a Fancy Nancy series. I'm like, oh, wow, okay. I may be too old for it, though. But what the heck. And then I guess later on when the show was finally, I guess, on television, And I actually remember one day my mom and I were like at the mall, and we went into the Disney store for some reason, because because what the heck, I really like going into the Disney store. Like, I mean, come on, don't pretend you don't like going in there. You like going in there too. I mean, especially when you visit the mall, and and of course you just have to visit it because of how fun it looks. Even if there are things that are for little kids that you wish maybe could be used for adults, like really. But yeah, so we're looking around, and my mom ends up finding like fancy Nancy stuff, like dolls and I guess some other stuff. And she's like, "Oh wow, there's a fancy Nancy show on Disney Junior?" And I'm like, "Yeah, pretty much." "Oh wow, if you were still a little girl, we probably would have bought you those." But yeah. Okay, so I guess that's all I got for today. So in fact, if you have any little siblings, or I don't know, maybe a niece, nephew, or I don't know, kids of your own, I recommend maybe you get these books for them. They may enjoy them. I mean, really, I had a big collection of these books growing up, so yeah. So anyways, I'll see you guys next time. Take care.